Welcome back to the WP Week. Episode 123 is out now, covering the key WordPress updates, insights, and trends making headlines this week. Today's episode is sponsored by Kinsta20e and WP Job Openings plugin. This week, the big story is the release of FAIR 1.0. The Federated and Independent Repositories Group has officially shipped the first full version of FAIR, a major milestone in decentralized WordPress package management. With this release, site administrators can now install plugins and themes not only from WordPress.org, but also from independent sources, as well as from mirrors of the official repository. The update delivers significant performance improvements and signals real momentum for a future where WordPress developers and site owners have more flexibility and resilience in managing their packages. In Gutenberg News, version 21.7 is out. This update expands the command palette, introduces a new terms query block, and brings a series of enhancements and bug fixes to further polish the editing experience. On the enterprise front, WordPress VIP is now GovRAMP and TXRAMP certified, which means agencies across Texas and the US can modernize digital services on a platform that meets strict security standards. Matt Mullenweg weighed in on drama in the Ruby community this week, summarizing a debate around company influence over Bundler and Ruby gems. He also noted that Automattic's attempt to sponsor RailsConf for its open web apps was denied, despite the company having successfully supported other open-source events in the past. Meanwhile, BuddyPress has shipped security and maintenance releases across versions 14.4.0, 12.6.0, and 11.5.2 to address a REST API vulnerability that exposed user emails and to improve unsubscribe handling. Users are strongly encouraged to update. Outside the WordPress bubble, Systrix reports a steep drop in how often ChatGPT uses the web for anonymous users, from above 15% to below 2.5% in just 2 weeks. On the business side, Newfold Digital is selling Markmonitor to Cum Laude, a registrar owned by PX3 Partners. The move allows Newfold to sharpen its focus on Bluehost and network solutions. Pagely has also entered a new partnership with WP Event Manager, promising WordPress users a fast, secure, and integrated event management solution powered by high-performing hosting and robust event tools. In community updates, WooCommerce is preparing to ship an MCP in its next release. This new module is developer extensible and opens the door for AI-powered features in e-commerce. FlyingPress 5.2 also landed this week, introducing real user core web vitals tracking so site owners can monitor LCP, INP, CLS, and TTFB with detailed insights right in their dashboard. The WooCommerce ecosystem is under the spotlight again, with Joost de Valk questioning its pace compared to Shopify, especially as Shopify announced a partnership with OpenAI and even launched a new WordPress plugin. The plugin lets WordPress users turn their site into a Shopify-powered store while still managing content in WordPress. Nick Diego previewed Playground Blueprints in WordPress Studio, a feature that will make creating local sites easier. On the business side, Fueled has confirmed a 4 to 5% workforce reduction as it adapts to shifting project demands and early AI efficiencies. Hiring news is bright at rtCamp, which has opened 100 roles, from associate engineers to senior WordPress engineers. Patchstack has reason to celebrate too, ranking 5th among Estonian startups in a VC-recommended Baltic list. Pricing is changing at AutoKit, with lifetime plans increasing by $100 for Pro and Business tiers, while Business Plus stays at $1,499. In a lighter note, Brian Gardner pointed out that the 2025 theme clocks in at 8 megabytes, sparking conversation across the community. Brad Vincent also returned to update his admin bookmarks plugin after 7 years, modernizing it for WordPress 6.0 with fresh features and no more jQuery dependency. Envato announced that as of late August, all extensions for Adobe, Canva, Figma, Mobile, and WordPress are discontinued as the company shifts focus toward generative AI tools. WooCommerce has rolled out a revamped For Developers landing page, highlighted by Brian Cowords. Meanwhile, a legal twist. Michael Willman has filed a motion asking the court to hold Matt Mullenweg and Automattic in contempt for allegedly violating a prior injunction after he was banned from WordPress.org's Slack. Looking at new projects, Yahya Kara has released the Throwable Block, a physics-based block that lets you toss content around with realistic simulations. Mike McAllister unveiled the Ollie Menu Designer for building rich dropdowns, mobile menus, and mega menus using the block editor. Nick Hamsey launched Link Different, which adds playful hover effects to links, along with a new WordPress README generator. WooCommerce product tables debuted as a fast, customizable way to showcase products, while Jotform introduced its AI chatbot for WordPress to handle support, sales, and engagement without coding. Amender is a new universal content editor that lets users directly edit final page output with visual tools, AI, or code, logging all changes in draft mode for safety. Sigmally Pro launched as an accessibility plugin to help make websites compliant and inclusive. Workademy released a sleek new LMS theme for corporate and individual training. From Cloudflare, 2 big launches landed: the email service, now in private beta, unifying routing and sending, and the Vibe SDK, an open-source AI vibe coding platform for developers. That wraps up this week's episode of the WP Week podcast. Thanks for listening to the WP Week podcast, sponsored by Kinsta, 20i, and WP Job Openings. Stay tuned, stay updated, and as always, keep contributing to make WordPress better for everyone.